Hello everyone, today we got all the useless, fun, and stupid facts. Let's go!
It's no secret that sea forts in Sea of Thieves have steps in them, you know, to get up and down. But you might be asking, how many steps are there in one of these buildings? 85 steps up and down to get to where you need to be. If you're ever on an island with a skeleton captain and a sea creature, those two will start fighting each other. This also happens with normal skeletons and the sea creatures as well. Like, they got some strong beef going on. Majority of shopkeepers in this game will have a name that starts with the same letter as the shop that they are running. For example, I'm in the weaponsmith shop, and this lady's called Wendy. Here at the clothing shop, who's behind the counter? Big mate Charles. And just to drive this home, up in the Emporium, we got Ebenezer. Inside every sea fort in Sea of Thieves, if you come into this main area, there's going to be a place where there's 4 frying pans. Now this can be very effective, as you can cook 4 bits of fruit at once. Delicious! As far as my knowledge goes, this fountain right here on Port Merrick is the only fountain in Sea of Thieves. On Cannon Cove, despite the name, there are 0 cannons on the island. Now trust me, I ran around this island for too long looking for a single cannon, and they just do not exist here. Now it's no secret that burnt food isn't good for you in this game, especially this pineapple that would usually top up your health, but look at that, you get absolutely nothing. Do not burn your fruits. On average, every fort in this game will spawn 5 to 7 kegs on the island and in the towers, except for the Fort of the Damned, which can spawn up to 10. This can be useful in case you ever want to blow up a boss or blow up someone else's ship. In this very spot here, Ancient Spire Outpost is where I set the first and only world record for the speedrun that I created. Now this speedrun involves waking up, going to your galleon, raising the anchor, crashing it into the island, throwing bombs on it, and sinking it. Plus, it was the second video on my channel to hit 1,000 views. On the topic of speedrunning, you might not know that there's an active speedrunning community for Sea of Thieves, and one of these categories that they do is Pirate Legend, and this involves becoming a Pirate Legend from start to finish in one sitting. The fastest this has ever been achieved is 6 hours and 28 minutes by runners LD Silver, Kara E3, and iDubbbz. This is impressive because a few years ago the first ever run of this was done and it took 10 hours to complete. Some shanties in Sea of Thieves actually have official lyrics to them, such as We Shall Sail Together, Bosun Bill, Grog Males, Ballad of the Mer, Summon the Megalodon, and Becalmed. I actually made a whole video going over which one of these is the best, so if you want to, go check that out. For this next fact, I'm going to be welcoming our special guest to the stage. Please give it up for VXL SKS, also known as Jamie.
Did you know that a hurdy-gurdy in real life costs between $1,500 and $6,000? Whoa!
Thanks for that, Jamie. And the reason for these prices is because hurdy-gurdies require a lot of skill and effort to make. You need good skills in woodworking and metalworking, and not many people in the world know how to do both of these things to make this instrument. There's an interesting quick chat line you can say in this game. If when you're holding a ladder, press B, you can just say nothing. How strange is that? The Fort of the Damned is the only island in Sea of Thieves to have a thick layer of fog surrounding it 24/7. Normally fog would be a bit of a problem as you can't really see anything out of it, but when you're on the Fort of the Damned island, you can see everything in a 360-degree view. And this makes it very helpful for if you're doing the Fort of the Damned, you can easily spot enemy ships coming towards you. Finally, I'm going to be talking about this right here, the hardest curse to get in the game, the Gold Curse. This curse requires you to complete all original 9 Tall Tales 5 times over and complete every commendation for them. That's going to take around 40 hours to get. Comparing this to the curse I have, which is the Ashen Curse, you only need to complete 1 Tall Tale 3 times and only do a handful of commendations. That just shows how much of a struggle it is to get the Gold Curse. We got Bone Callers. Everyone knows the Bone Callers. You throw them down, skeletons pop out the floor. Cool. But did you know there's 24 different names that these skeletons can be called? My personal favourite name's gotta be Noxious NASA. Bro's just causing a big old stink. If you were to go to any general clothing shop across any outpost in Sea of Thieves and bought up every piece of makeup, it will cost you 19,300 gold. A rather weird and pretty useless feature in this game is that you can light campfires by just hitting it with your sword. It makes zero sense as to why you would ever do this because you always have a lantern on you ready to ignite it. But you can do it with a sword if you so please. Assuming that 2 steps while holding a compass is equal to about 1 meter, the island of Lonely Isle is about 26 meters long. And for all you Americans out there, that's about 2.5 sloops long. As you can see, the Orb of Secrets here is pretty big, it's visibly large, but by some magical miracle when you put it in a chest, that thing just shrivels down and shrinks into a damn gumball. That thing's tiny. What's it doing in there so tiny? I don't know. But I have just one question to ask you. Why did the orb shrink in the box? Stay tuned because the answer to that question is later in the video. Here's something I forgot you can still do. You can stand on the ammo box, climb up the ladder. Simple as that. It may be silly, it may be stupid, but it's still something you can do. Halt! You guys should like and subscribe right now. It'd be pretty cool. Back to the video. Merchant quests suck. Now some people might be like, yo, that's an opinion, but I think it's a fact. Who the hell wants to go and collect some chickens and give it to this person? Not this guy. Can't catch me doing merchant quests. Did you know you cannot sell the shark medallion?
There we go. I got the shark medallion.
Don't need it. Already unlocked the thing.
Can we sell it for anything?
Nope. The most viewed Sea of Thieves video on YouTube is the iconic Captain Look clip with 18 million views.
Captain!
Yeah?
A truly iconic clip. There's a sign outside the Ancient Spire outpost that I looked at that I swear I've never read before that was given directions all across the island. And upon finding another one down at the bottom of the island, I had to go and do some extensive research. So I sailed over to Plunder Outpost and lo and behold I found the same signs giving directions to the island. So I can only conclude that every outpost in Sea of Thieves has signs pointing to different parts of the island. There is a squillion different titles in Sea of Thieves, but there's only one that is more common than any others, and that is the Sailor title. Who would have thought? The title that you get just for playing the game. Nothing special. You don't need to do anything for it. Earlier I asked, why did the orb shrink in the box? Well, the answer to that question, why did the orb shrink in the box? To get to the other side. For more cool, funny and fun jokes, there are enough horsing around. It only takes you one fistful of grubs to get sick and throw up everywhere. Just watch this. Disgusting. The largest fort of the damn stack, that I can find on YouTube anywhere, is a 300 stack by this dude J Toodles. I'll show you a little clip from the video. I mean, sure, looks credible enough for a 300 stack to me. I can't really think of anything stupid enough, so here's a video I got of a Nissan GTR with some anti-lag turbos. Pirate code reads, "The sea calls to us all. The sea unites us as one community. Disputes are settled upon the waves. All crewmates are equal. The crew bond is sacred. Respect new pirates and their voyage ahead. Those who cheat shall be punished." After selecting yes to scuttling your ship, it takes 10 seconds for it to fill up with water and sink. The journal Oh Hail the Pirate Lord found on Wanderer's Refuge goes over details on how the Pirate Lord is such a great guy. After lighting a keg, it takes 5 seconds for it to explode. If you were to swim from Golden Sands Outpost to Sanctuary Outpost, it'll take you around 9 minutes and 34 seconds. If you sink and take your own emissary flag and captain's logbook to the Reaper's hideout, you can sell both of them for 1 gold each. If you were to fish up a sunny splashtail and sell it to any one of the sea posts, it sells for 150 gold.
Did you know that Snake Island is a real place? Not really inhabited by much snakes, but a lot of sandflies? Whoa!
It takes 45 buckets of water from the ocean to fill up a sloop and sink it. On a galleon, if you're on your own raising the anchor, it will take you 30 whole seconds just to set sail. Don't know why you do this alone, but you can. On a galleon, there are 31 different locations that holes can appear at across the ship. There are 2 metal grates on the deck of a brig. Some guy named Zlimmercut tried tucking on my ship, so I got rid of him. Tucking is for fools. Across the entire Sea of Thieves map, there are 626 different map squares that you can travel to. Morrow's Peak Launch. At the equipment shop in Golden Sands Outpost, the shopkeeper is called Cecil. This absolute lost sausage got harpooned and he was baffled. I have a sloop that's called the Saggy Milkers. Smuggler's Bay is the most northerly island on the map. It's also the second largest island in Sea of Thieves, the largest being the Shores of Gold. It takes 5.5 seconds to walk from the front of a sloop to the back of a sloop. If you were to go out and buy the deep ocean crawler sails, it will cost you 220,500 gold. On a sloop, there are 9 spots where you can take a seat. 2 at the front of the ship, 1 on the cannonball barrel, 2 at the map room, 2 at the back of the sloop, and 2 next to the cannons. Thanks for watching everyone. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.